Hello everybody and welcome back to our City Skylines Let's Play series. I'm Stu and yeah, today we're going to be cracking on again, trying to improve our city still further. We've done pretty well so far. In the last episode was mainly focused on a little bit of beautification. We've added a little bit of foliage down here by the highway to shield our town from that noise. The cemetery went in to take care of death care. This lovely high school went in. Let's just unpause quickly. Get people twiddling around. Here they all are, enjoying school life. We also rounded out a few of these residential areas, put a second elementary school in to take care of our needs, and we also dotted in a few parks. Down here we put the basketball court in, tennis court, giving our residents something to do whilst they're trying to go about their lives. And yes, so the main focus of today, I think, I want to make a little bit more of an inroad towards our next milestone, which is a population of 5,000 people. Get a few little unlocks here, some city planning policies become available, a few extra specialisations for our various zoning, and what was the other big one? This was the one here. We get some much more decorative roads available, so we can really start making things look nice. So yeah, that's the aim of the game today. We're just going to be expanding further. I really want to lay down a good bulk of infrastructure to really plan for sort of the next big push towards that milestone. And also, before we crack on with anything else, I want to give the city an official name. The one we were given hasn't changed since we started, and I realised that the name has clearly been staring at us in the face since we laid our first district. Applegate Hills, I think actually be very nice to call our city Applegate. So if we can go into the city info tab here, hit triangle to rename. Cans no more. This city is now the city of Applegate. So a nice ring to it. Thank you very much, Mr. District, for giving me that inspiration. I'm surprised it took me that long to get here. Oh, we have a fire. I'm sure the emergency services will be around to fix that soon. Let's not get distracted. I want to crack on with some building. So in order to do that, I am going to buy this tile down here, and I'm going to push out towards that direction. The main reason being is it has a train line running through it. I want to make sure we have access to that at some point. We won't be using it straight away because we haven't unlocked it, but it's good to make sure we've got a tile which has access to the train line in it. There we go, look. And I think for this area of the city as well, we're going to want another highway connection. So I am going to put one in, probably around here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So, stick with me. Let's take care of that now, shall we? So, we've got a good bit of fun. I'm going to pause up now so the traffic doesn't go too mad. We don't end up cutting anybody off, and we're going to make a bit of space. So, let's get rid of some of these here. Always make sure you've got the money for a big highway project like this. There's nothing worse than getting halfway through and realising you've run out of money. So we can crack along here. In the junctions tab, we've got a few junctions here. I'm going to be using the three-way intersection. You can twist that around with the D-pad to get it into an area you want. I'll try and get a bit of an overview. And have it sort of push off in this general direction. I want it a bit further down there actually. Let's just take out a bit more. Oh, let's get that back in. There it is. Yeah, I think I want to head in about there. Just make sure I'm sort of roughly lined up with the highway as it stands. Somewhere in the middle. Bam! That's it. So let's make sure we can just hook that back up. So we're going to go in with the standard highway, 3 lanes, and see if we can get away with using the curve tool. lovely, and do the same here. Make sure that doesn't look too shabby. Yep, that looks fine. And let's connect up on the side as well. That for you, and you can come back to there. Superb. So we have our highway exit and entrance in there. There we go, looking good. And then we're going to want to give them somewhere to go. Now it's been a little while, I haven't put a roundabout in, so let's crack on straight with that. We'll go with this larger number here. Oh, go on, can I get this so that it's lined up with this lovely rock in the middle? Let me just get a decent view on that. Come on. About there. That seems central enough. A bit of a twiddle around. Go on. About there. Ooh, fiddle. Right, just go with it, Stu. No regrets. Yeah, I think that looks nice. Okay, let's make sure this is hooked up so people can actually come in and using it. I will actually give those direct access in each way to save having to join those roads in. And we'll just carry on with the highway, I think. Let's get the freeform tool. Right, we're going to come in. I'm going to try and smooth that in as natural looking curve as possible. Like that. That's good. And then for the other one, let's see where we can go. About there. Oh yes, very good. Right, we'll just change those round so that they're pointing in the right direction. How about that? Yeah, I don't mind that at all. This road here is surface to requirements, so we'll lose that for now. And I guess I want to connect this up either up here or in round here. Actually, we've got a bit of space. I wonder if we can put almost a bypass straight into this side of the city with a few exits on and off into the residential. That might be possible. That could be an idea. Let's give that a go, see what we can do. So let's go with our 4-lane road we've been using. And now this is a good chance to break out the freeform tool. Let's see. I'm thinking, can I just come in as close to there as I can? And naturally curve round? How does that look? I'll tell you, let's just see where we go. And then that's going to come all the way down here, I think. And we can hook in over here somewhere. Yeah, let's try that. And get back to our straight tool. Let's just get that one out there. I'm thinking of future planning kind of whilst I'm doing this. A little bypass down the side, maybe that main road can trail off down here. I'm thinking about putting, once we unlock all the high density buildings and get a real proper downtown city, I think that's going to take up a lot of this area down here. So if we can hook these together, that might look quite nice. Let's go back to the freeform, so I'm not 100% sure how it's going to look. Like that. What do you think? I think I quite like that. Might want to sort of do a little bit of terraforming along here to kind of soften out those edges. Or got to re-fix those power lines so we don't lose our water. Okay, no, that's good. And then potentially, let's just upgrade that section there, because it automatically puts in a 3-lane road here. That's too much for now. We don't need that. And then maybe it's a little exit off, come around to this side. Yeah, let's delete that. I'm really keen to get away from this grid system, so if I can start using this more freeform roads, we might be start getting a more natural looking city. So I'm going to click on with the freeform. Come a little way away to the junction. You don't want to be too close to the roundabout, otherwise you're just asking for traffic. Maybe come around here, close to the highway, and curve round. maybe like that. Oh, it's a little bit funky there. Maybe the curve tool will do a slightly better job. Let's see. Wait for the guideline to come up. It says you should have a decent angle. Yeah, do you know, I don't mind that at all. That looks pretty decent. What do you think? I'm liking that. Let's go with it. Right, it's there now. No regrets. Let's push forward. I want to also make sure it's hooked up to the residential area to give people the option of popping in here should they need. So let's maybe do a little connection in here. Try and come in as straight as possible to the road. Nice easy junction there. Yep, and then similarly up here maybe we can just come in there. I don't know, I'm just kind of freestyling here at the moment. Yeah, that looks quite nice, I like that. And maybe another one here as well. Oh, set autosave. A little bit of lag. It's coming straight from there. What do you think? What do we think? Yeah. Yeah, right, let's go with it. Let's go forward. Now, I want to tidy up. This is a bit of a big drop off here. It looks a little dangerous. Yeah, that looks very dangerous. One false move and you are, well, drowning. Right, so let's see if we can soften that. We'll get the landscape tool out. How's the funds looking? Because this will often take up a bit more than you expect. Actually, I'm just going to unpause, let that crack on the jaw, just speed you guys up. Now, we've got a few options here in the landscaping tools. You can shift the terrain, that's just a simple move it up and down. Leveling terrain, you can actually set a level and it will move the terrain in that direction. That's the one I'm more likely to use. We'll just talk through the rest. Whoa, hang on, I'll unpause the simulation and we have got water issues because I broke that power line. Let's sort that out now, quick, before people go too mad. Can I just run that back across there? Nope. Oh, hang on, there we go. Whoa, I just saw it just worked. There you go. How about? There you go, as you were. Everybody fine? Everybody okay? Whew. See, always pay attention to what you're doing, otherwise you can just unwittingly create chaos. And then I also feel like this should connect up here on this corner as well. Let's do that. Just come in, yeah, like that. That hill isn't too crazy, is it? No. Oh yeah, see, I'm feeling good about this. That's nice. Very nice. Okay, right, so we want to put some more residential areas in here. We need to, you know, really get this population moving. We've also got a lot of demand for workplaces as well, so we should probably just put a quick little spot of industrial life over here. Let's just fill these in. See if that does the job. At least it will for a little while. Keep things moving. Right, so let's see if I can turn these areas here into something a little bit nicer. I also want to get a park involved. From the Park Life DLC, they allow you to build custom parks, and they look fantastic. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's deal with our population milestones first and get things trucking along that direction. So what are we going to do? Let's get the small roads back out, and I want some people to be moving in these general areas here. So I don't really want anything on this road. I don't think. Keep it as a proper joining road. I'm going to be doing everything in freeform, I think, today. Really create some interesting lines like that. Maybe we can come down here a little bit. Just a little something. Not quite nice. white like that. Yep, it stays. Come on, just go for it, Stu. You can worry about these things too much. Right, I'm going to then create a nice little residential area over here as well. A couple of connections. You can come in here. And maybe we'll just go straight across in this general direction. More central. Looking nice, and then maybe a couple of like little trendy roads. And then like that. And one up the middle. Yeah, why not come out here? Come around there like that. Bingo. I like that, just some nice little residential areas. One more over here as well. Not really much on there, but I think it might create a nice little vibe. Let's see what we get. So I'm going to fill in this with some... Let's just use the fill tool here, because we've got lots of awkward shapes. The select tool won't necessarily do everything you want it to. Yeah, come on in. We'll leave those tiny ones. Put these little square ones in. You guys can come in. Beautiful. Oh, I've switched up the radio again. We're now listening to the official Mars radio, which again is a DLC one, another personal favourite of mine. Superb. Always helps if you water your new areas, so let's do that. How are we best going to handle that today? Because obviously I've got my own rules of coming down via roads, so we'll put those ones up. And we'll do another little one down here. And I said it in a prior episode, it was very awkward to put pipes in if you're doing them like me under roads. If you've got curved areas, it's going to get pretty tricky, so you might end up with like lots of little sections of pipe. But you know, that's fine. You should get a best guess situation. You can go from there maybe down to about, come on, we've got to find a nice to there. Then you can all the way onto there. That's that area covered up. And then they're already mostly covered in there actually. We'll just run another one down there. Then come. Perfect. Let's fill in these guys as well. Oh, come on in. Come on in. All around here. Not on the main road though. I'm going to keep people off of that. If I really want to put something on there, maybe it will be some commercial. Fill it out with trees, make it look nice and natural. What about this in here? A couple of little sections. Oh, we should definitely continue this high street down here. That's the select tool to just do these forward-facing ones. And then we'll just fill in the rest of these bubbles. There we go. Down you come. I'm not going to go down there for now. Right. Okay, that's some movement in the right direction. Let's go with that. Now, see, maybe this little section here could be right for a park of some sort. Interesting. Let's, yeah, also residential here. A bit in here. A little bit there. Maybe just a little around here as well. Okay, quick pause up. I wanted to use this opportunity to have a look at the Infoviews to see if we're missing anything in particular or where our needs are in terms of services and the like. So electricity is getting quite close to needing looking at, as is the water actually, so there's two things we immediately need to do. Fire safety is looking awful down this side. The red buildings indicate areas which aren't really covered that well. And the, for the record, industry seems to always be red just because they are a fire hazard. Here, yeah, we definitely need to get another fire station in. How about the police? Crime rate is low, 8%. But again, you can kind of see here it tells off we can definitely use another police station as well. Health. Oh, health 66. We've only got one clinic. We need to put another clinic in. So basically a bit of everything. Schools are okay. Elementary, we've got decent enough capacity. High school's getting close to being full. Gee, this is all picking up pretty quickly. University we are not putting in yet. We don't really have... That's quite a high capacity, and 440 people is not enough to warrant doing it. Oh, what else have we got here? Population, happiness, everybody's looking pretty happy, especially the industry. But again, we're going to be putting more parks in, so we'll be getting those numbers right up. Land value, we want to be trying pushing areas towards the green. This person here is looking pretty green. Oh, they're just levelling up on the pause, looking good. Yeah, so the dark blues, fine. Obviously, we're looking for green areas, so we'll pop in some more parks. Raise the value of the land, make people even happier to live here. Land value is also a big contributor to whether or not buildings level up. What else? We've got some leisure. Yeah, people over this side of the city really have got nothing to do. So even maybe a park over here as well. Oh geez. Yep, there's lots of stuff to do. Lots of stuff to do. Traffic, whilst we're here, traffic flow is currently 94%, looking great. No issues. I mean, to be fair, we're not really big enough to be warranting any major problems. Oh, whoa, 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 what's going on here? Have I not piped? Oh, Stu, come on, you've let your citizens down. As the mayor of the newly christened city of Applegate, I apologise profusely to you industry folk. I hope you can forgive me, and that these new pipes make you very happy in the future. Right, so back to what we were looking at. Get back into the Infoviews. As I was saying, traffic flow looking great. Well, we'll come back to this later. Busy areas you will see as red. This is a stock junction and notoriously rubbish, so if required we may look at replacing that at some point, but again that's not on the agenda for today. What else were we looking at? Pollution. You can see all of our pollution is focused in the industry area. The rest of the town is clean except for our waste pipe. You can see that pollution trickling down the river there. Lovely. Yep. Wind shows you where all the wind is if you're putting turbines down. Terrain height, boring. Noise pollution is another good one to see. You can see here the industry area is pumping out a ton of noise. You get a little bit off the small commercial. That gets a lot more prevalent when you get the higher density commercial stuff, so we'll talk about that when we get to it. But you can see here a couple little pockets of noise. Highway's pretty noisy, but apart from that the city's looking pretty decent. Now this is the other interesting one. This is the natural resources. So this shows you where certain resources are. We've got a lot of farming area up on the hill, and because it's on the hill it's kind of useless to us, but that's fine. Dark green is your forestry. We have a lot of that in the city. Basically where there are trees, you can actually artificially create this by placing down a whole bunch of trees and sort of sticking in your own forestry area effectively. And then we've got another bit of farming here. Now I wonder if we can come out of this roundabout and maybe create a nice little sort of farming industry down here. That might be a nice idea. We've got a lot of demand. We can have a look at doing that. Any other interesting resources around we can see? Oh, over on the horizon there you've got your oil in black and your ore and metals over there in blue. So there's a few around. Oh, that's very... Well, can't really get a good angle on that in my area. There's a lot over there as well, so yes, that's all lovely. Anything else worth mentioning? You can see districts and lots of other stuff which is more DLC related, so we'll leave that where it is. Right, let's crack on with what we were doing here. Now I wanted, what was I saying? I wanted to look at an industry area. Now we have a train line running through here, which is actually handy because it's very useful for getting cargo in, getting tourists into your city, but we haven't unlocked the ability to do anything with it yet. We've just got a tile with a train line, so we will have to build around that for the time being. So let's see where that takes us, shall we? Yeah, I think that'd be a nice idea. Oh, I'm loving that infrastructure. I think that's looking great. Got some nice blank areas to mess with. I'm envisioning maybe like a big old commercial district here, like, you know, maybe get one of the shopping centres in, a nice area for people to come and shop. See it bustling with buses potentially later once we put some of those in. Yes, right. First things first, let's see what we can do industry-wise here. So let's kind of show you roughly how this works. We're going to make sure it's got a decent connection, but that one's too big, so let's just downgrade that to the 4-lane road. And then we're going to come out, let's keep this freeform. Maybe just a little bit down here like that for now. Yeah, why not? That looks good. And just to kind of show you what we're looking at here, we are going to pop in a little exit here. Maybe we'll come out to about there. Right, let's make it a little bit straighter from this point. Looks nice up the hill. Now, what are we going to do with this train line? Do I come over the train line? Or do we go under the train line? I like the idea of going over the train line, so let's do that. As close as we can, 12 is a magic number. Come over a little bit. And let's go down 12 again. So there's the nice curve we were looking for. Yeah, I like the look of that. And then let's come off over here as well. Oh, I'm unpaused, so let me just kick that back off again. I like that general concept. Let's put another bridge in. Again, we're going for 12. Even looking each side of the railway line, we go right to underneath, yep. Oh, gone underneath around there. Lovely, and hopefully these should... Nice, if I come down there a little bit further, I should be able to just get that in, hopefully. No? Damn you. Damn you. Okay, it's like that, is it? Okay, yeah, well, that's fine, that makes sense. So what we'll do is we'll just curve this around a little bit so we can go straight into there. Let's go freeform from there. Yeah, to that. Nice. I like that. So we're going to have some farms and things around here. So let's get some... I like to use, there's a particularly farmy looking road here, the 2-lane gravel road. And you'll see what I mean with this. I think it looks lovely. Again, we'll come in. Look up there. Run that along. Actually, no, it's freeform. No, farms aren't straight. It's not initially. Yep. I mean, that's wonky as hell, but I kind of like it. Let's put another one here. Well, no, that's supposed to be curvy. Come on, Stu. Okay, so to show you how this works, this is liable to change. This is hardly my best building ever, but we're just going to paint a little district in here. Nice and easy. Belmont Square, that will do, and we're going to apply the farming industry specialisation, just like that. And then we can come over here, let's just pop in some industry here and there, and a little around there, right by the train line, and then some more of these funky ones here. Like that. Now we're going to need to get some power over here. Let's use... I could run a power line, but it's a very long way to come just for this. So let's put in a wind turbine. No, one of these wind turbines. Well, no, it's still hill here. We'll put a few in. And then we'll run a cable down from these guys. There, oh, auto save, stop me from going through. Is that square zoned? Is it going to fill in? It is, so we should be good there. Well, we've got some severe power issues going on. What's happening? Is everybody okay? Pause. Let's just have a little check on what's going on. What's happened there? Availability's fine. Are you just outside of the water range? Oh, you are. Again, my humblest apologies. I will sort that out for you immediately. There you go. Except that's a horrible looking pipe. We can do better than that. There we go, that's better. So that should take care of those guys. Fantastic. Right, we also needed to put in lots more services for the good folk of our city. We're a bit low on money. I know healthcare was a big one, so I'm going to put in a little clinic just here, I think. So I'll just move that person out. Sorry, spawn bigger buildings. Thank you very much. Lovely. Ah, the sound of levelling up. Did you hear that? Oh, everybody's enjoying themselves. I do like hearing that noise. It's a good sound. Okay. Oh, and of course, these people have got no pipes. Ah, but they have popped up there pretty darn quickly. So let's get them some of what they need. Right, excuse me, whilst I just put some more pipes in. Straight under the roundabout, that's acceptable in my book. The weird rules I live by. And we'll get that as close to the middle over here as we can. And we can pop you down there. Fantastic. So now we have some water. Beautiful. This pipe can come along under here. And along this lovely road. Back along there. And that can hook up. There we go. Right, so once I've unpaused and these guys all stop whinging, we'll have a decent look at what we've got. So yeah, so you can see here, so now we are, this is still industry, but this is farming specialised. So you kind of get these nice farm-looking buildings. These people are still whinging about water. Oh, that's because you have just missed the boundary. Okay. Rules are rules. Let's get those guys sorted out as well. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, look at that. Very nice. Right, we've still got some power problems going on here. Why is that? Are we really that low? Oh, we are right on the cusp. Okay. Can't even afford a coal power plant at the moment. It's quite going to come out. Right. I think as I mentioned in the prior episode, we're just going to have to overclock this for the time being, so we've got that up to 125. We've got a new type of power plant to add in, which is a much greener, more eco-friendly one. Oh no, it's not. Oh, we get that one. It's the geothermal was the one I was looking for, but that's actually unlocks at the next milestone, which we are approaching. So fingers crossed we'll make it through. What else do we need to think about? Police and fire. Fire down this end of the fire coverage down this end of the city was awful, wasn't it? So maybe we need to think about that. So let's pop a firehouse in. Just here. And then the junctions they can turn where they need to. Yeah. Oh yes, a lot of people like that. Now funds are still quite tight, so I might just let this ride out for a little bit. But yeah, we've definitely made some good progress here. This is going very, very nicely. Right, where else can we go? What's the problem with these pipes? Are we running low here as well? Ah, similar. Okay, we also need to double up on here then. Now, how much are these? 2,500. Right, we can get these in. So I'm going to go one just there. Let's put another sewage outlet just to the side there. Hook those up. Hook those up. That should keep us going for a little while. Just make sure the availability pops up. Bam, there we go. Superb. So that should stop these folk from being too worried about the water problems. Very nice, very nice. Now, in maybe a few episodes' time, we might get started with a little bit of the Industries DLC. There's some... It kind of takes this concept of specialised industry and pushes it in a much more interesting direction. But I just wanted to show you how this standard Industries works. The DLC doesn't override it, they work in perfect tandem together. But as you will see, the Industries DLC is a whole lot of fun, and comes with a whole new bunch of management options. Oh, let's see how they're using this new roundabout. Oh, people are coming in. Oh yeah, that's getting a lot of use. Oh, that's very nice. Very nice indeed. Folk are coming down here, around my massively oversized roundabout. Probably coming to work. Trucks are bringing things down. Ah, now let's take care of some of these. We don't need these to be traffic lights. These can just be stop signs. In fact, all of you guys can. Anymore? There's nowhere near enough traffic to warrant traffic lights, especially down the side. Put a little stop sign there. Make sure the coast is clear before you go herring through the junction. Unless you're an emergency service vehicle. As you have to. Crime. Well done, lads. Well done, lads. On you go. Right. Do you know what? I think that's a suitable amount of progress for today. I'm going to stop things there. And when we come back, we will hopefully just smash into that last milestone. And then we can really get going. I mean, that's nice. I'm liking that a lot. See how a couple of curves just really sort of make it look a lot more natural. As I say, the grid is still perfectly functional. Still looks lovely. But those extra bits around there just look... Yeah, I'm really happy with that. Lovely. So yes, next time. Bit more infrastructure, a little bit more residential. Again, got to get this population going. By the looks of things, we're going to need to do a lot more in the way of industry. Got a few trash problems here. We'll look at that. And I might do a little bit of tidying up here. These, what originally looked to be quite beautiful steps, are now looking a little bit out of place. So we might see if we can smooth that out a little bit in Olive Hills and take care of things. But anyway, until then, stay tuned, have fun building your own cities. Come back and check out the new town of Applegate when you next get a chance. As I said, this is City Skylines. I've been Stu. Take care of yourselves. Good night.